Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with us. I was thinking about what we should dig into today, and I kept coming back to this piece I read recently called Clear and Confident.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it was published just at the start of March,
Mm-hmm.
March 1st, 2025, and something about it it really resonated with me, and I thought it would be perfect for our deep dive today.
I think that's a great choice. It's a really thought-provoking piece, and there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, and what I really liked about it was, it's called Clear and Confident, right?
Mhm.
And it really digs into these ideas about like embracing change and manifesting a positive future and, you know, the power of intention.
Yeah, and one of the things that struck me right away was how it talked about letting go,
Oh,
like
yeah.
really letting go of things that are holding you back.
Yeah, and not just like physical clutter.
Right.
Although, decluttering your closet can be a good
You
starting.
can definitely clear some space.
Exactly. But the piece is talking about letting go on a deeper level.
It is about letting go of old thought patterns, outdated beliefs.
Habits.
Yeah, habits that might be holding you back from really stepping into your full potential. And, sometimes even relationships that no longer serve you.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It can be really challenging. But the piece emphasizes that letting go is actually an essential part of growth.
It's kind of like you have to make space for the new stuff to come in.
Precisely. Like imagine a garden.
Right.
If you keep planting new seeds in the same soil without ever clearing out the weeds or the dead plants, well, the new growth is going to be stifled.
It's a great analogy.
So clear and confident is really encouraging us to take a good look at our lives and identify those things that we might be clinging to that are no longer serving us.
And then what? Like just toss them out.
Well, it's not always easy,
Right.
but the piece suggests that by consciously choosing to let go of what no longer serves us, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences that are more aligned with who we are becoming.
It's like making room for a better version of ourselves.
Exactly. And, the source even connects this idea of letting go with spiritual evolution.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it talks about how as we shed old layers of ourselves, we're not just changing on a personal level, we're actually contributing to a shift in consciousness for all of humanity.
Wow, that's a pretty big idea.
It is. It's suggesting that we're all interconnected, and that as individuals evolve spiritually, the collective consciousness also evolves.
So it's like we're all in this together.
Exactly. And the piece really emphasizes the importance of embracing change, not just for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone on Earth.
And I have to say, one of the things that really stood out to me about Clear and Confident was its overall tone of optimism.
Yeah, it's a very uplifting piece.
It is. It doesn't shy away from acknowledging that there are challenges in life,
Mhm.
but it really encourages us to approach the future with excitement and anticipation rather than fear.
Absolutely. It's all about shifting our focus from what we don't want to what we do want.
Exactly. Like there's this one line that I absolutely loved. It says, and I'm just going to quote it here, keep moving forward even if challenges arise and stay focused on the goals and dreams that are aligned with one's true purpose.
I love that quote too. It's a powerful reminder that even when things get tough, it's important to keep our eyes on the prize.
Yeah. And to trust that we're being guided towards what's meant for us.
Exactly. And that brings us to another really interesting concept that's explored in the piece, 100% attraction velocity.
Okay, now I have to admit I was a little confused by that one at first.
Yeah, it sounds a bit technical at first glance.
It's just, can you break it down for us?
Sure. So imagine a magnet attracting metal filings.
Okay.
100% attraction velocity is kind of like that. The idea is that our focused energy, our thoughts, our intentions are like that magnet.
Okay.
And the things we focus on, the things we put our energy into are like those metal filings.
So the more we focus on something, the more we attract it into our lives.
Exactly. Like if you're constantly worrying about something bad happening, you're actually putting energy into that outcome and making it more likely to manifest.
Oh.
On the other hand, if you're focused on your goals and dreams and you're putting positive energy into those outcomes, you're much more likely to achieve them.
So it's not just about wishing for things to happen. It's about actively putting our energy into making them happen.
Precisely. And the piece suggests that the universe itself is actually conspiring to help us achieve what we truly desire.
Like it's on our side.
In a way, yes. It's not necessarily that the universe is a conscious entity that's rooting for us,
Right.
but more that the universe operates according to certain laws and principles.
Mhm.
And one of those principles is that energy flows where attention goes.
So if we focus our attention on what we want, we're essentially aligning ourselves with the flow of the universe.
Exactly. And that's where the real power comes in.
Okay, so this is all starting to make sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still wondering how we actually put this into practice.
Yeah.
It's one thing to say focus on what you want, But how do we actually shift our mindset and start attracting those things into our lives?
That's a great question. And Clear and Confident actually offers some really practical advice on this.
Okay, lay it on us.
So the first step is to get clear about what you actually want.
Right.
What are your deepest desires? What are your goals? What kind of life do you want to create for yourself?
Okay, so first we have to figure out what we want.
Exactly. And it's important to be specific about it. The more clarity you have about what you desire, the easier it will be to focus your energy on it.
Okay, and then what?
Well, once you have a clear vision of what you want, the next step is to believe that it's possible.
Oh, easier said than done.
I know, I know. But this is where trust comes in.
Trust in what?
Trust in yourself,
Yeah.
trust in the process, trust in the universe. You have to believe that what you desire is actually attainable,
Even if we can't see how it's going to happen.
especially if you can't see how it's going to happen. Sometimes the path unfolds in unexpected ways. But if you hold on to the belief that what you want is possible, you'll be more likely to stay the course and eventually manifest it.
Okay, so we got to get clear on what we want, and then we got to believe that it's possible. What's next?
Action.
Action.
You can't just sit around and wait for things to fall into your lap. You have to take steps toward your goals, even small steps.
So even if it's just like one tiny thing a day.
Exactly. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a vote for the reality you want to create.
I like that.
It's all about momentum. The more you do, the more you'll attract.
Okay, so we got to get clearer, believe, and take action. Got it. What else?
Well, there's one more thing that Clear and Confident really emphasizes, and that's the importance of collective action.
Oh, yeah, it does talk a lot about how we're all connected.
Exactly. And the piece has this really powerful call to action towards the end where it reminds us that we're not in this alone.
It is. It's like it's saying that we all have a role to play in creating a better future.
Precisely. It says, and I'm quoting here, "Together we can activate a new reality filled with abundance, prosperity, and spiritual growth."
I love that quote. It's so inspiring.
It is, and it really highlights the idea that our individual intentions have a ripple effect. What we think, say, and do today is shaping the world of tomorrow.
So it's like we all have this responsibility to use our intentions for good.
Exactly. And Clear and Confident really makes the case that when we come together with a shared vision for a better future, we become incredibly powerful agents of change.
So what does this all mean for our listeners?
Well, the core message of Clear and Confident is that we have more power than we realize to shape our reality both individually and collectively.
It's about taking control of our mindset, focusing on what we want to create, and trusting that the universe is working with us, not against us.
It's about letting go of what no longer serves us and embracing change with open arms.
And it's about believing in ourselves, believing in the power of our intentions, and taking action toward the future we want to see. Clear and Confident is a powerful reminder that we are the creators of our own reality, and that together we can create a world that is truly abundant, prosperous, and filled with love.
So if you truly believed in this idea of 100% attraction velocity, what would you start focusing on today to shape your future?
Think about that. And until next time, keep your intentions clear, your spirit confident, and your actions aligned with the world you want to create.